Bob, I don't know if I'm going crazy, but when I walked outside, I think it felt a little cooler.
Yeah, it's a little bit cooler. Rain-cooled air, we call it. But what happened was actually the rain kind of evaporated into the atmosphere. We had big storms out there in the Gulf of Mexico. It looked rather ominous. People were a little upset, too, because they saw it and they were going, whoa, and then it faded away. And I kind of posted that on our Facebook page. You know, it's weakening, and it looks like it's continuing to do so. But I think the next line that develops won't do so much. Boy, very ominous looking, though, and scary. What happens is those storms dissipate out there, or they weaken. They still have a lot of downdrafts, and those downdrafts kind of feed out ahead of the line, and that causes this roll cloud that you see here. Taken by meteorologist Josh Stone and sent in. Appreciate that. And I talked to Haley yesterday. We had a cat story for our kicker, and I said, you know, I took a picture of a dog. Well, there it is, right there, and you got to admit, it looks a little bit like a dog. Yeah, a little poodle. Just kind of running through the sky there. So I wanted to make sure I showed you that. I told you I'd show you that. Weather headlines, storms developing, possibly strong. Much cooler weather is on the way behind this. Now, a lot of people complaining last week it was too hot. Well, this weekend it's going to be nice and cool. Temperatures will be in the upper 50s to low 60s to start things off on Saturday morning and even Sunday morning. Well, out here is where we'll look for the storms to develop out ahead of the actual cold front. We're starting to see some returns, but not nearly as many as the models were initializing. So I think the storms will again pop up around 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. Some of those could be rather strong. Here's the driving system. This is the area of low pressure now making its way through Tennessee, and then the attendant cold front now slicing through the panhandle of Florida and continuing to advance in our direction. There's not a lot out there right now, so as far as severe weather goes, it doesn't appear that it's going to be much of a severe weather event, but there's always a possibility, especially with water temperatures now in the low 80s. That will always aid somewhat to the storm. 76 right now, dew points at 70. The pressure is also dropping now at 29.81 inches, and winds are out of the south at 14. That's bringing the warm, moist air our way in advance of that front. 87 degrees the high today. 84 is our normal, and 94 the record set back in 1991. And I know we need it. We need the rain desperately. We need a lot more than we had earlier today, and I think we'll get it for the most part, mainly around 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning as the front works its way through. I think by sunrise, most of it should be out of here. Now, there'll still be some storms lingering behind the heavier weather, but as far as the overall rainfall event goes, I think it should be done by 8 o'clock. Most of the viewing area. There could be some inland storms still progressing through Highlands County. Here's a look at that RPM model. I mentioned it's initializing storms out here already, but we don't see those. So this one has some showers arriving at 3 a.m. I think more so the combination will be anywhere from 4 to 5 o'clock for Manatee County, and then really kind of fills in at 6 a.m. with some heavier storms to the south and east of us. And then by 7:30, starting to clear out of here. And then basically inland storms and out of our viewing area by 9 a.m. Friday. And then the real cold and at least cooler weather moves in, and windy weather too. So small craft advisories are in effect for our viewing area in coastal waters all up and down west central Florida. Severe weather threat is marginal right now at best, with the best chances near that area of low pressure as it works its way through the Carolinas, and that's what it's going to do. Behind it, some very dry air will settle in. And as far as that cool weather goes, you can kind of see it dropping down in the southeast with the blues and greens there. So it's going to be a nice weekend. We are anticipating temperatures to be below average, something we haven't been able to say all spring long. Small craft advisory in effect. Seas will be 5 to 7 feet, 4 to 6 on Saturday, subsiding better on Sunday. So Sunday will be the best of the boating days. 73 for a high tomorrow for area beaches. Low tide upcoming 4:21. High tide will be at 10:43, and sunrise at 6:48. Tonight, expect mostly cloudy skies overnight, showers and storms developing. Southwest winds will be breezy too, and then tomorrow we'll have the showers tapering off around 9 o'clock for most areas, and then partly cloudy by the afternoon, breezy and cooler, 76 for a high. The extended forecast is calling for temperatures comfortable on Saturday and a nice start on Sunday. Starting to warm back up though as early as Sunday afternoon and back into the upper 80s on Wednesday. Well, I had a great day for fishing. Again, a beautiful day out there on Wednesday, and went out with Captain Johnny Walker's grandson, Trey. Enjoyed some fine boating conditions. As I said, it could be tough boating on in through the weekend.